Okay, so we're going to go through an example of resistance in parallel. So here we have a circuit. You have to decide using an equation if it is a series or parallel. So if I hadn't told you, you'd be looking to see how many paths there is. So in this one here, there's 2 paths, so you know it definitely is parallel. So look at the rules for resistance in parallel. We have 2 formulas. We have 1 over RT, where RT stands for the total resistance, and it equals to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. Okay, or we can use this one where the total resistance equals the product, so it means multiply of the resistors, divided by the sum, which means add of the resistors. So using this here, this equation can be written as R1 times R2, so that's R1 multiplied by R2, so that means divided by the sum, which means adding them together, R1 plus R2, and that equals the total resistance. So these two things are exactly the same. So we can use this equation or this equation and we should get the same answer. So let's try that now. So here we have resistance of 9 and 6. So using the first one, in physics you always write out your formula, 1 over the total resistance equals 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. Now it doesn't really matter which one you call R1 or which one you call R2. So here I'll just call this one R1 and that one R2. Okay, so I have 1 over 6 plus 1 over 9. So I've just done 1 over each of them, and that will equal okay, 5 over 18. Okay, so we have 1 over RT equals 5 over 18. We don't want 1 over the total resistance, we want the total resistance. So what you then have to do is to get rid of that 1, we obviously have to do 1 over here as well. So whenever we do that, we're just flipping it. So to get RT, we're just going to flip this. So it's RT equals 18 over 5. Okay, which is equal to 3.6 ohms. So that's your unit for resistance. So that's using this equation here. Let's go and try this equation here just to show it gives you the same answer. So again, write out my formula. So I'm not going to write out this wordy one, I'm just going to use the more R1 times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So R1 times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so R1 we have 9 multiplied by 6 divided by 9 plus 6, so that is 54 divided by 15. And when you do that, you will also get 3.6 ohms. So both those formulas, if you put in your numbers correctly, give you the same answer. You only have to use one in your test.